Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Welcome to MBA Unfiltered. My name is Akash Shinde. In this video, we are going to have a candid conversation with another Akash who has cracked IIM Lucknow, and we'll ask him is regarding his interview experience and what kind of question that we asked to him. Akash, welcome back to our channel. How are you?
I'm fine, I'm good. Thank you for having me again.
Yeah. So Akash, let us know about your profile. 10th, 12th, UG, WorkX, academics and extracurricular activities.
Okay, sure. In that manner, 10th, 93, 12th, 92.6, undergraduate from BIT Mishra, chemical engineering, 77.8%. Uh, WorkX in Reliance Industries around 2.5 years. Extracurricular, I was part of Placecom, internship opportunities, managing fests and all. So yeah, that pretty much.
So Akash, you worked in the industry and you have uh, seen the industry for almost 2 to 3 years. You might have
Yeah.
gone for job switch or you might have gone for MTech. What's the motto of doing an MBA for you?
So the job was itself in a business role, techno-commercial role. So during that time, I recognized the importance of MBA in a field, especially being from an engineer background. I was very new to the business side of the world, and definitely that foray into that domain made me realize the importance of what extra I could add apart from my technical skills. So yeah, that made me somehow do MBA.
Okay. So Akash, let us know about your IIM Lucknow interview experience. What kind of question that we asked? Maybe HR, technical, as well as managerial questions.
Sure. So I'm Lucknow interview started from my WorkX discussion. So it as far as I remember, there were few questions around my WorkX, like what I used to do. As I was in business role dealing with the polymer sales, I was handling around a good number of customers. So definitely the questions were around those things. And then there was another professor, so there were two panelists. So one asked me around my work and the second then took questions on academics and all. So yeah.
Okay, that's quite interesting. What was the duration of the interview, and can you specifically brief about the personal questions, maybe behavioral questions?
Okay. uh the interview went around 15 minutes, I guess. 15 10 15 15 17 minutes maybe. And uh, initially it started with work question, then some academic questions around chemical reactions obviously, because of chemical engineering background. I don't know why they end up asking chemical reactions in every chemical engineer background questions. And then there were few questions around maths and current affairs. So
Okay.
yeah.
I have seen I am Lucknow from past 5 to 6 years. They focus a lot when it comes to statistics, math, as well as they wanted to know more about the domain that you came. So, was there any domain specific question that were asked to you?
uh, Domain, if you want to know about the job thing, yeah, there were some questions from my sectors, like they wanted to know more about chemical sector. They wanted to know more core companies which are there in the chemical sectors. So they asked me that questions. And that also I was from that chemical engineering background, so I had a pretty decent idea about other chemical industries, and I read about it beforehand. So yeah, that helped that time. uh, they also asked me questions from 12th, like integration and few of graphs and stuff, uh, odd even functions, and they gave me some graph equation and asked me what will be the graph of this equation, some e to the power something like that, exponential function. So yeah, that were some of the specific questions regarding my engineering and my work ex.
As an engineer, the question that we asked to you regarding the mathematics, I believe that would be very easy for you. Yeah. So, what about the current affairs and GK? Is I am Lucknow focuses on it?
Yeah, so there was uh, on that date only the news around delimitation was there on the paper. So they asked me that the same thing. Also, I was like, my interview was in the morning slot. So I had like very little time to look into those things. But somehow I answered because I had a like I read the newspaper like an hour ago or so. So I could answer a few questions, but not completely. But I also told them that I just read this in the newspaper. So they were like, okay, yeah, this was the headlines and all. So I said, yeah, I couldn't answer all the things around it, but yeah, I had like upper say idea and all. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Akash, I wanted to understand. There are also different set of people who are coming for the interview. Have you asked them what kind of question that were asked to them? There's a see, during my days, what I used to do, I used to ask to the people like, what happened to you? What kind of
Yeah,
question that
yeah,
were
yeah.
asked to you? So, could you shed some light on it?
So for Lucknow specifically, I was the first one to get interviewed. And actually, this happened for almost 80% of the interviews which I appeared for. I was the first one to go into that interview room. So yeah, but after the interview, I waited and asked a few of the people, the candidates who were appearing. So the questions were on the similar line. Plus, they were having different backgrounds. So like one of the BBA candidates was asked more about financial stuff and marketing. Like they were going deeper into those concepts. They were asking some curves, but I like have no idea about that. I also do not remember it because of no background. So yeah, it was pretty much dependent on which program or which field you pursued earlier. Like what were your graduation thing, stream and all. Yeah.
Were there any questions regarding your work ex?
Yeah, there were some few of the questions on my work ex. They asked me about what I used to do, what was my job roles and responsibilities. They asked me about chemical fertilizer industry, and they wanted to know more development or recent development going into that because I also appeared for ABM program. So I was shortlisted for both PGP and ABM. So there were a few questions around fertilizers and all. So yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Akash, what's your last piece of advice to the people who are aspiring for IIM Lucknow that this thing that they should follow and these are the things that they should avoid during the interviews?
So avoiding part, I would say don't uh you know take too much stress about others' experiences because again the interview is more or less centered around your domain or the field from where you are coming, and it is very subjective thing. Also, the things which you should look or prepare for is your graduation subjects, like whatever you have studied. They might ask you a few questions regarding your electives which you have selected that time without paying attention to. And if you have work ex, go deeper into that, like read about other industries as well, which they might ask. So yeah.
That's quite interesting, Akash. Thank you so much for connecting with us and sharing the nuances. I hope this interview will definitely reach to masses and the people who are aspiring for ABC or Blackie, as well as specifically for Lucknow. Guys, do watch this video and follow us. We'll also share the LinkedIn of Akash in the description box so that in a professional environment you can connect him and ask him through his experiences. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Akash, for connecting with us and sharing the nuances to the students.
thank you very much.